With many couples longing for children and an affordable healthcare system, there is no reason to throw away a newborn's life. Growing up in a Catholic school, abortion was a subject heavily discussed. It is a topic that I have been educated on throughout the years. Today I will be discussing the long-term effects abortion can have on the mother, how the procedure can even affect the infant in the womb, and a hypothetical solution to these problems. I believe that abortion should be illegal in the United States. Abortion may sound like the easier process when compared to childbirth, but the procedure can leave an everlasting effect on the mother. More than likely, with each abortion, complications will occur. Elliott Institute said that approximately 10% of women undergoing an induced abortion suffer from immediate complications, 2% of them being major. However, most complications take time to develop and will not be apparent for days, months, or even up to 10 years after the procedure is finished. Elliott Institute also said that not only does every abortion kill an innocent human being in the womb, but abortion is also more dangerous to the mother than if she were to have childbearing birth. On top of all these physical complications, psychological side effects will also stick with the mother after she does the procedure. AbortionFacts.com said that studies within the first few weeks after abortion have found that 40 to 60% question report negative reactions. 8 weeks after an abortion, 55% of women reported feeling guilty. 44% said that they are nervous about complicated reactions due to the procedure. 36% are sleep deprived. 31% said they regret their decision, and 11% are now prescribed psychological medication. Whether the child in the womb is 24 weeks along or even just 5 weeks, the abortion procedure still not only kills but can harm the infant. It is a myth that the child is not alive and does not have a heartbeat and doesn't feel pain. Fetal development is already more advanced than many of us may know during the early stages of pregnancy. Unborn babies can feel pain was an article I found, and they said that the skeleton is complete and reflexes at 42 days. Electrical brain waves can be detected at 43 days, and fetus appears as a baby with fingers, toes, and ears at 56 days. And by 20 weeks, the unborn child has his hair, working vocal cords, sucks his or her thumb, grapes with his or her hands, and will kick the mother while they're in the womb. Abortions can be done up until 24 weeks on the pregnancy term. There has been stories about babies surviving at just 24 weeks old. At 24 weeks, the baby is well developed and can feel every pain and needle poke inside of them. What to Expect is another article that I read, and it said that most medical communities establish viability as 24 weeks of question, which is during the latter part of the second trimester. Babies are sometimes halfway delivered, then aborted, or the abortion sometimes can fail and the baby is born alive. Operation Rescue Incorporated said that currently in this late-term abortion process, in the use of pregnancies as late as 35 weeks. There are few abortionists willing to admit that they do this, but it is still happening today. 24 weeks is the limit considered legal, and anything past that would be an illegal procedure. Operation Rescue also said that George Tiller, a prior abortionist, admitted to babies still being alive after the abortion procedure and continued to end the 24-week-old infant's life. In other words, the baby was born after the abortion procedure had failed, and he continued to go in depth with the procedure to end his life after the baby was delivered and took his first breath. To solve this issue, I think that every woman considering having an abortion should have to go through a process of being educated and witness procedures that show proof of life, such as ultrasounds, early births, and prenatal surgeries. The baby's heartbeats can start as early as 8 weeks. An article called First Trimester about early on pregnancies said that this ultrasound can routinely detect a heartbeat in your baby as early as 6 to 7 weeks old. This means that the baby is alive and has a heartbeat just like all of us. It still might be a sack of cells and a working embryo in process, but it still has a heartbeat and has organs developing. When my brother was in the NICU, or in other words, a neonatal intense care unit, there was an infant also there who was born at 23 weeks old and ended up surviving. That is the youngest recorded birth that survived at 23 weeks old in the Sanford NICU in Sioux Falls. What that proves that babies that are being aborted up to 24 weeks still have a chance at life and are well and able to live on their own if they were delivered. This process would change many minds of women considering abortion. Abortion clinics are not a happy place. When going to abortion clinic, often on movies or other TV shows, they exaggerate a little bit and have protesters outside. But past all that, inside an abortion clinic, it is not bright and cheery like a children's hospital or a women's floor with bright colors and baby things around. It is a dark, and there's nothing really happy about the place. It's rather depressing. If women were brought to these places and instead of the abortion clinic, they might think differently after seeing children and seeing other women with bigger bellies and their ultrasound pictures, and if they were educated and explained that there is a heartbeat inside of them. Like adoption, the abortion may be difficult to follow through after seeing such young and innocent babies. Being up on the women's floor, seeing newborn babies, and seeing prenatal surgeries done as early as 24 weeks or even sooner, the women who are considering abortion might change their mind once they realize and are educated that that baby is alive and has a heartbeat and a working brain. Not all women are always educated or have enough knowledge on abortion before making their decision. With the long-term effects that a mother will carry with her and the not-so-harmless procedures, innocent infants should not have to have their chance at life taken away. A family friend of mine was once infertile and went through a 5-year process to adopt their one and only child. It makes no sense to me why women would end a newborn's life instead of helping a couple longing for an innocent child. I believe abortion should be illegal in the United States.